Hi everybody, it's Sylva here from Ferris 360, and I want to introduce you to our Tabata challenge that we're doing for the month of November. It's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, you're going to notice the results. So Tabata training is high intensity interval training where you're going to be doing 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds, okay? So number one importance right now is to make sure that you have a timer that will count you down the 10 seconds and the 20 seconds and make sure that you're doing 8 rounds. You can invest in a little Gym Boss timer like this. They're about $24 and it will do all the timing for you. Okay, so just make sure that you do the warm-up before you start the exercises and that you do the cool down after the exercises, all right? So I'm going to take you through 4 of the exercises. I'll be doing 1 round of each exercise just to show you the idea of it and go through a little bit of technique for you as well. If you want more information about the Tabata style of training, there'll be more information on our website and Facebook page, and the links will be down below in the little box. All right, so I'm going to start with our body weight squats. You want to make sure with the body weight squat that you're getting low enough. So here at Ferris 360, we like to use the treadmills. So when you're getting into the squat position, you want to make sure that knees are about, just slightly wider than hips. Same with your toes and ankles and heels. You want to make sure you're driving through the heel, keeping your chest up, and making sure that you're coming up to a full hip extension. So as you go down, notice that the treadmill, when my butt hits, my hip crease is just below my kneecap. That's perfect, that's full range. Okay, so the weights on my heels, I'm not hunching over. All right, my tailbone is extended. As I go down, my hands are forward. As I come up, I'm coming up all the way, not just to here. All right, so I'm going to do 1 round, body weight squats. Count how many reps you do. Mark it down on a piece of paper as you go along in your break. So 10 seconds is going to count me down. Exercise number 1, body weight squats. The best exercise that you can probably do right now is squatting. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So notice I'm coming all the way up, okay? I'm not cutting range of my short of motion. Keeping the weight in my heels. Using the arms, the shoulders to drive me up. Chest is up, knees are tracking, and there we go. So that's 1 round, body weight squats. All right, so exercise number 2. All right, so after I reset my timer here. So once you've done all your 8 rounds, you're gonna rest about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and you're gonna go into your next exercise. So our push-ups is next. So with the push-up, I don't care if you do them on your knees or on your toes. I just wanna make sure that you're doing them properly. If you're starting from your knees, by the end, I'm pretty sure that you'll be doing some of the rounds from your toes. So make sure when you're setting up for your push-up, gang, okay, elbow over the wrist, not too narrow, not too wide. All right, fingers nice and spread, shoulders rolled back or packed into your back. Make sure that when we are driving up, that we're not pushing back, all right, that we're driving the torso straight up. So whether you're from your knees or from your toes, your forearm stays straight up and down. So exercise 2, push-ups, starting the timer. So this is a good angle, core nice and tight, elbow over wrist, looks good. Notice I'm getting low enough, all right? You want to get full range. 90 degrees at the elbow. Make sure the head's not bobbing around. Neck nice and long. We're almost there. All right, so that was 1 round of push-ups. You keep doing the other 7 rounds. Resting about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes before you come into your plyometric lunges. Option on 2 types of lunges. You can go with a step forward lunge, alternating, or you can add the little jump, all right? Your choice. Beginners, I'd advise the step forward lunge until you progress the challenge a little bit. Make sure where you're lunging. I don't care which option you choose, whether it's the step forward or the plyometric with the jump. You're coming down, both like this. So knee bent at 90, knee bent at 90, parallel to the floor, and shin parallel to the floor. Make sure we're not coming too far forward, so we're not lengthening the back leg, and we're not too short. It should be about a 90-degree bend in both knees. Make sure that when we are doing it, that you're not bringing the knee in, all right? Damage the knee. Aim for your kneecap towards your middle toe or slightly to the outside. Chest stays up, weight is centered, ears, shoulders, hips, stacked in one straight line, so we're not rounding again to the back. Really great posture. If you can't do the plyometric, for all 8 rounds, go to a step lunge. Just stay recorded on that piece of paper. So, exercise 3, plyometric lunges. I'm going to be angling a little bit, so I'll be moving a little bit when you're doing it at home. Just stay in one position. Ready, here we go. Make sure that back knee is getting low enough. Okay, chest is up, shoulders over your hips. Use the arms to propel you a little bit, just like you'd be walking. There we go, there's your plyometric lunge. Again, the option is always to go with that step forward and back, all right? So there's a level for everybody. Just choose the one that's best for you. Again, rest about 1.5 minutes. All right, you do want to keep the intensity up, but if you need a little bit longer, take a little bit longer. You'll notice your recovery time will get better as you progress through the challenge. Our last exercise is a side plank hip lift, targeting the obliques, lateral stabilizers of our trunk. Really important for core strength and all that good stuff. Elbow underneath shoulder, even I can say sort of underneath the armpit, because when you lock up and push up, you're gonna be bringing it up like that. Hip in line with the elbow. Notice I'm using a mat here. So use a mat where there's like a straight edge or a line on the floor or something, edge of the carpet. I'm going to line my thigh bone on the edge of the mat. Okay? This would be a level 1. So you come up here, you lift the hip, you do a little hip drop. Okay? If you only hold this plank static, that's fine. All right? After 20 seconds, if you're doing the static hold, you're just going to flip and you're going to just turn around. So you're just basically going to replace the elbow with your other fist, and your other fist with your elbow, all right? Option 2 and 3 will be, this will be more intense. The more intense is stacked on top because your base of support is a little bit narrower. So I'm gonna go through 2 rounds. I'm gonna show the transition between right and left. So you're gonna go right side, right side, left side, 4 rounds each side. Got it? So, here goes my timer. Remember, I'm doing 2 rounds. The trick is just to really make sure you stay out of the neck and you feel the work between your armpit and your hip bone. Ready? Little hip lifts, okay? Make sure the top hip is stacked right over top of the bottom hip. I like to take my arm here and just reach nice and long down towards my knee so I don't feel that tension up and through my neck, and eyes are looking straight forward. Those little hip lifts. Again, I could hold it if I wanted to, right? Just see what works. Okay, here comes the change. So I'm actually going to revolve around. So I'd revolve around if this was you at home, and then you do it. And I'm just going to turn sideways quickly the other way, so you're not looking at my backside. And here we go. So remember, you're just going to revolve around, or you can change totally. You don't just do what I did. Just again, make sure you're nicely lined up. Okay, getting that nice lift, not going all the way down, just about 5 to 8 centimeters. Just wait for that next beep. There we go. So that was 2 rounds. I will then again flip over onto the first side that I started. So that's your side plank hip lift. Now, so you've done all 4 exercises. We're going to explain our challenge on the website and on our Facebook page. So make sure you understand the challenge before you start. Make sure you do the warm-up, get your timer, push as hard as you can, as best as you can, and make sure you do the cool down afterwards. Do it with a group of people, meet up, and let people know that you're doing it. Have fun. You will notice the results if you keep track of the numbers that you're doing. We'll see you in a month, and we'll look at your results. Have a great day, everybody.